The vast ocean that has earned the Earth the name the Blue Planet is essential for all life on Earth. It generates oxygen, absorbs more carbon dioxide than our atmosphere, and regulates our climate and weather patterns. It provides food and livelihoods to billions of people globally. And it is home to an amazing array of biodiversity. These creatures and their coastal and marine habitats are under threat, and human activities are the cause. The plague of pollution. Pollution harms marine species directly and degrades coastal and marine habitats. What are the main sources of marine pollution? Our activities on land are the cause for marine pollution. As much as 80% of all marine pollution begins on land. For example, contaminated wastewater from factories and sewage from human settlements are released into rivers, often without being treated first. Fertilizers and pesticides from farms are washed into rivers by rain. All these pollutants eventually reach the ocean and disturb the balance of marine ecosystems. Fertilizers and other pollutants contain high amounts of nutrients. The nutrients encourage a massive growth of algae, called an algal bloom, and kick off a process called eutrophication. How does eutrophication take place? In eutrophication, the algal bloom caused by excess nutrients blocks sunlight from reaching underwater plants. The rapidly multiplying algae use up oxygen in the water. Aquatic plants therefore die and decompose, leading to the further depletion of oxygen. Eventually, dead zones are formed where nothing survives. The mess of oil spills. Oil spills are extremely harmful to marine ecosystems. The oil pollutes the water and beaches, sticks to shore birds and marine species, and remains in the environment for a long time. The ocean isn't spared of garbage either. Plastics are the most common components of ocean garbage. Some garbage washes up along the coast, polluting coastal habitats and putting wildlife in danger. Some debris sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Ocean gyres of the world. A lot of garbage remains out at sea. Rotating ocean currents in 5 areas of the ocean called gyres collect marine debris, forming large patches of garbage. The largest of these is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Oceanic garbage patches. What are these garbage patches made up of? We often imagine oceanic garbage patches to be like islands of garbage. But in fact, they are more soup-like. They contain debris ranging in size from microscopic fragments of plastic to bundles of fishing gear and large objects. And with all the garbage we continue to generate and dump in the oceans, these garbage patches are only getting bigger. The plastic menace. Plastics make up 80% of all marine debris found from the deep seabed to the water's surface. Marine animals and shorebirds often mistake plastic packets and fragments for food and die from ingesting them. They also get entangled in discarded fishing nets called ghost nets and in other plastic objects. Microplastics. What happens to plastic waste that's out in the ocean? Does it change? Most plastic waste that floats around in the ocean gets broken up into pieces. Some fragments are very tiny and are called microplastics. Microplastics in the food chain. These are a particularly dangerous form of plastic waste because they are small enough to be eaten by tiny marine organisms, including microscopic plankton. This is how microplastics enter the food chain. As fish higher up in the food chain eat more and more of their smaller prey, microplastics accumulate in them. And these larger fish become our food. So now, microplastics have entered the human body too. There is more microplastic in the ocean than there are stars in the Milky Way. And if things continue unchanged, scientists estimate that by 2050, the plastic in the oceans will outweigh all the fish. But it doesn't need to be that way. We can turn things around by turning off the tap on plastic trash and by no longer treating our vast oceans as limitless dumping grounds. What habits can we individuals adopt in our daily lives to prevent marine pollution? We can each do our part to keep plastic and other pollutants out of the ocean by first reducing how much waste we generate in the first place. The key to that is becoming more conscious of how much we use. Using less water means less wastewater will be produced. If we only buy what we need, we will throw less away and reduce the waste we generate. And if we recycle or repurpose more waste and plastics than we discard, that would be fantastic too. Whether we live near the ocean or away from the coast, our actions can make a difference. Let's pledge to do our part to keep the waters of our wonderful oceans a stunning blue.